This is J.P. Banks Music.
When you're sticking to the script, it's a lonely road. Before they left the hole and tanked the big homie told. He know the way this testimony hold. On that low 4, they gon' politic on him cold. SPI Bank EC for really though. Used to really go, ask my nigga Chili Mo. Had a cold gun game, crazy knuckle up. Bust on enemies with baby double up. Back and forth with the main streets on 98. Q9 cell, me and Lil Johnny Ray. Posted up on Colton with a big ratchet. Way before Lil Wayne threw on that snitch jacket. Walked to York with Slim Bag, what up Big Drac? Gave them back they L cuz you did that. Love my lokes even if we don't interact. Lil Mont, Baby Psych and Lil Black. EC. 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 97th Street, Smac dead in the Middle East. Fuck the police for King Ron and Lil Reese. Tell the truth, SP3 never lack rhymes. Sometimes feel I might die behind my rap lines. We ain't in Malibu now, we in Maui. Baby Pie, EC, Bear, me and Wowie. Tico, Kiko, EC Red. Still can't believe Frankie and CC dead. Come to putting in work. Did more than a little dirt. Airbrush shirt. Big Milk, Lil Merc, Lil Box, Baby Ant, both souls, all the coops. First street to 24 when we call the troops. Lost a legend when we buried Bug. Coach love to the riders that carry cuz, never seen it coming. Was a little foul, still took heart though, my hat off to Lil Al. EC. 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 Big Spider and Lil Spider both got an Ezel. Tiny Spider got 19, rest in peace, Ezel. Shouts to the females representing EC. The brownies to the quotas, rest in peace, TT. Big Tommy's son on the 7, that stay pops. Me and mine never bow down to J-Box. And that's the coldest crip a nigga ever met. Coldest crip I ever heard about, better yet. 33rd Neverary, only time a nigga ran. On the land, go ask my nigga Ran. ECG unit, came up a little show. Got told on by that nigga Lil Show. Went on TV, the homies did BT Ugly. Got love for Infinite and Lil EC Buzzy. For death though, that mean to my dying day. EC, that's all I've been trying to say. EC. 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 One more gizzle. SPI to the rider was blinded by the street grinding. Never mind the homework. Never had a double up. I hustled up my own work. And to this day, I've been getting it with no help. There's no better feeling than depending on your own self. Money talk, you better listen when that paper speak. Mistake the streets for sweet. White sheets, they play for keeps. A father first, ex-felon trying to feed his seeds. I'm compensated for the fact I chose to keep it G. Stuck to the script all the while watching weenies win. I'm a child of God, but every day I seem to sin. Your reputation be the reason that they shoot you down. Judging from my past, but I'm living in the future now. Dollars addictive, gotta have my daily dose. Multiple hustles, I focus on what pay me most. Fear no man, he breathe like me, he can bleed. But we can leave that beef behind and breathe some peace, I believe.
I'm just preparing for my future life. Cause my mama ain't living right. So just in case I ain't living this one right, I'll be riding with no ceilings like. Cause I'll be out to get it. cause I can see me with it. I ain't worried about you niggas. I'm just minding up some business. I get it how I live it, so I live it how I get it.
I'll probably get no awards, no mention on the leaderboards. But take me to war, I promise you gon' need the Lord. Worldwide traveler, Los Angeles to Singapore. Sure, I can show her things she never seen before. Bump the horn and knock down the walls of Jericho. We pay them no mind, the laws call us terrible. Delilah had Samson, Eve made Adam fall. I ended up with none, y'all, trying to have them all. I go and get it, ain't with it, trying to wait it out. I laid it out, contemplated it, and weighed it out. Touched $1 million in my trap before I played it out. Faded out before they came and raided. Yep, I made it out. Tell them follow my footsteps, already laid the route. Nothing fake about me, no faith, who was they to doubt? Play me close, I'm supposed to pop that derriere. Promote the peace, but I take my pistol everywhere.
I'm just preparing for my future life, cause my mama ain't living right. So just in case I ain't living this one right, I'll be riding with no ceilings like, yeah. Cause I be out to get it, cause I can see me with it. I ain't worried about you niggas. I'm just minding up some business. I get it how I live it,
Y'all
so I
seen
live it how I get it.
Y'all seen it, seemed like Satan threw everything he had at me. Still standing, ain't understanding how y'all could be mad at me. Patience, push-ups, prayer on a healthy kick. Paint the perfect picture, me rolling, no selfie stick. Basically baymacking, bonafide businessman. Religion don't define him better than his decisions can. Prodigal prophet, ain't worth half the price. Purchase, paid for after death, it's the afterlife. My future,
I'm just preparing for my future life, cause my mama ain't living right. So just in case I ain't living this one right, I'll be riding with no ceilings like, yeah. Cause I be out to get it, cause I can see me with it. I ain't worried about you niggas. I'm just minding up some business. I get it how I live it.
I'm easy.
baymaacbiz. Get money, y'all. For death though we do. Spot low. The West kept spinning the World Wide Web on these bitch ass niggas.
Young Spider come through on a low late. Don't take her on no date. In the 08, tryna see if she got paper to donate. I'm so hard to locate, that's what the hoe hate. But I'm so great in bed, baby, daddy gotta rotate. Just fucked off 10 G's, but it ain't that important. If I ain't had to go to court, I would've made that this morning. Matter of fact, get paid more than that for performing one song. My dough long, cause I rap my recordings. Deserve a Rico. Commit actual acts of extorting. Place the wholesale order and jack the jap for the Jordans. In New York, in the projects, chilling in the back of the buildings, where I chop with the hood heads and chat with the children. I'm young and I'm rich, I'm black and I'm brilliant. On track for the trillions, to be stacked to the ceiling. Until then, I spend thousands and mash for the millions. Get cash for the killing, got it bad for the billions.
Seen it all, done it all. Been places that I never thought, but ain't one place too far from you. Ain't been one place too far from you. Way across the Atlantic, just right there when I'm landing. It ain't one place too far from you. It ain't one place too far from you.
My eyes nice and tight, I hit the kush spot twice a night, and sometimes even thrice if the price is right. I like variety, they tell me it's the spice of life. She say I'm sweet and sour every time I slice your wife. SPI, your dirt bag to the world in. Digging donkey dick deep down in somebody's girlfriend. You speaking on me and it's tweaking me a little, but if you think you're sneaking on me, homie, she gon' be a widow. I love females, they help push the campaign. No brain don't make it rain, or buy bitches champagne. More money, more problems, don't need the propaganda. What popped out in Vegas don't lead to Tropicana. What happened in Atlanta don't need to be repeated. So them pictures on your camera phone need to be deleted. Let's go.
Never thought, but ain't one place too far from you. Ain't been one place too far from you. Way across the Atlantic, just right there where I'm landing. It ain't one place too far from you.
don't know Neo, but I know Eno. Me, him, and Hero with 10 hoes in Rio. Went hard for the ESO, I squad with the CO. No 6 deuce chemo and showline ego. I can't say I put in a gang of work with Ego, but me and Cuz for sure done passed for a keto. I spent some time on the grind with the Rezo. 24 months just to end up with 0. Even with a belt on, the khaki still below. I'm a head honcho, I used to flow with Nebo, but he chose to told on Lil Man and Bezo. Had to let him go right after we met Sebo. From California with the most gorgeous green grow. I'm loony as O-Dog and nutty as Nino. All spots covered from Domino's to CeeLo. For Death Doe, the Lamo to a Liso.
Seen it all, done it all. Been places that I never thought. But ain't one place too far from you. Ain't been one place too far from you. Way across the Atlantic, just right there where I'm landing. It ain't one place too far from you. It ain't one place too far from you.
It was point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I could tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
Neighborhood, Smac, shout out my loc, Spider Loc, cuz. Neighborhood, on hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, crib.
In the words of Spider Loc, on my mama's
mama. The homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Loc.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch. My nigga Spider Loc. Spider Loc, nigga.
Spider Loc.
Spider Loc.
Spider Loc.
Spider Loc.
Spider Loc.
Spider Loc, that's my nigga.
Spider Loc.
Spider Loc. Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
You are now in the black box with the homie Spider Loc, the most eastiest. Facts over feelings, keeping it a Google Plex. Feel my campaign.
Spider Loc, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loc is in LA somewhere doing it.
Google gang, straight legend. Google gang, SPI. Google gang, Google gang ain't here. You better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google, baby.
Bottom line, love life, show us a blessing. Pull up politic and blow us a session. Spot a local most easty. No mistaking the station. They making them statements. We waking and baking. Word of the day, EC on replay. The marijuana-thon with VJ Keyway. BS and BS. Killing on the track in the black box. We never put feelings over facts. Baymaacbiz, run me the bread. I don't get mad, I get money instead. I be high, you can tell by a nigga eyes. But wise enough to enterprise, you dig a lies. Contemplating with the Google gang, conversating. Counting coins while these cowards in the comments hating. Only thing count, my count getting another comma. I'm a magnet to the money on my mother mama.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google, gang.
If you can't keep it a Google, then don't mention me. Run a check through the set, I bet them niggas mention me. Red Bull and Hennessy, I keep the same energy. No matter on a solo or a couple homies with me. Tell them come get me if they want confrontation. I keep a couple shooters with me. And we right here waiting on shit to pop off. Take a nigga top off, you tempt me. All that BS, you can miss me. Slide down Century, doing about 60 in the gutter lane. Faded off yak and drop the pistol, hopping out the rain. I won't change, keep it a Google, the only way. Mention me, I come out and play. That's on the gang. We're not the same. I ain't nothing like these rap niggas. Hanging with bangers, no bodyguards, we all strapped, nigga. All truth, no lies, facts over feelings. We ain't gonna start something we can't finish. Google gang.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google, bang.
Legina. Gratitude is an attitude. This show is a blessing. To be back in the black box as we blow us a session on my mama. Shout out to the Google gang. Do your thing. And everyone else who came through the hang and swang with myself, who happens to be VJ Keyway, SPI, the most easty spotter loco. We been having, they say it never rains in Southern California. Guess what? They lied, y'all. Not only has it been raining, it's been hailing, sleeting, and snowing. Depending on where you are, we have had the opportunity to experience some weather that we don't often get. You can almost feel the rain just wash away a lot of the filth that's in the air and come outside and you breathe a whole lot better. You digitalize? Oh, my mama, we got a word of the day. The word of the day is foray. Foray is the word of the day. Bear with me a moment while I locate it to read up close myself, and it won't take that long. It ain't far on the shelf. Matter of fact, I thought I was going to have it faster than that. Where that motherfucker could go. Oh, my mama. Word of the day. Where you go? Word of the day. You weren't supposed to take this long to locate. Oh, my mama. Let me just do it like this, then I'll read it from here. Bam, 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 bam. Foray is an initial and often tentative attempt to do something in a new or different area of activity, as in the novelist foray into notification in martial context. Foray means a sudden or irregular invasion or attack for war or spoils. The professional wrestler's surprise foray into ballet was at first met with skepticism, but he eventually proved himself a dancer of grace and poise. Foray is the word of the day. It is our custom to have an inspiring quote after we do the word of the day. Now, the shoe that fits one person's
person pinches another. There is no recipe for living that suits all cases. On my mama. That is definitely facts. Chili, I don't know why you sent me this screenshot. I must be missing something. What's on here that I don't see? On my mama. It's all natural. I don't see nothing worth looking at. But the shoe that fits one person pinches another. There is no recipe for living that suits all cases. That's a phrase that reminds me of my perspective on religion in general. It often seems like just, it often seems like a cookie cutter, one size fit all prescription to spirituality and personal journey just doesn't sit well with me the way it is pretty much marketed by organized religion. I often relate it to like being in maybe a holding tank, a jail cell. And you know when you're in the holding tank, everybody like chopping it up about their case and what their charges are. And you can have multiple people, up to 10 people, let's say, with the same charge. Domestic violence or drinking and driving. And so you in here conferring one with another to see like, damn, this my case. And you can have 4 or 5 people with the same charge. Yet and still, when they go before the judge can give each one different things that they have to do in order to correct their situation. So just like that is true, like the word of the day, that's another reason when I get before a group of people and it's time for me to speak or share, I choose not to necessarily, I try to practice a habit of never saying you should or we should. I try to stay in a pocket of, hey, this is what I did. This is what I try to do. And when I get positive results, I share them from a personal perspective. So therefore, what I do is I put out there another option that a person perhaps hasn't thought about. And I'm not responsible for saying, hey, you should try this, because that's the worst thing. Suggesting someone do something, it doesn't turn out favorable, and now you're responsible because you suggested that they do that, and that's often not how things work. I think it's a far more efficient process to say, hey, I went through such and such. And as I was going through such and such, and I faced such and such, and I was challenged like this, I chose to do this. And guess what? This worked out for me. And now any individual who's analyzing what you said, anything that they want to take, they can take, and it's not really on you. Even on the flip side, I've long decided long ago, I prefer to make my own mistakes than somebody else's. I can't stand the concept of getting into a point in my life where I'm disappointed about the outcome of a certain situation, or I have any sense of regret, and it's caused by me doing what someone else suggested versus what I thought I should have done. That is one of the most irritating feelings to have to realize. So that I try to avoid that at all costs. You dig alive. But yeah, you see what we're gonna chop it up about today. Not only did T.I. throw this paperwork party, because I think that classifies, when you think about somebody who apparently wants to have this legendary OG status and reputation, I think that is the most corniest thing, one of the most corniest things I've seen in a long time, the way he did this paperwork party. We're going to check that out. Then, I've been telling y'all that no jumper climate is like a ticking time bomb. And we see different things happen where it's like whoop, whoop, whoop. But the boy Smac from No Jumper, I think he from Trouble, from back on Fig. I'm not sure if this was an official No Jumper production. However, he had No Jumper personality. And the climate that was cracking was similar to what we see at No Jumper often. And, you know, he got involved in a little activity. We're going to tap in on that. And then after that, we have a special guest caller that's going to be on the line, Miss Legina, who has recently went viral for hitting the internet and claiming to be the daughter of Alyiah and R. Kelly. And you'd see it's been obvious she's made connection with Jaguar Wright, who we all know here I have a fondness for and a connection with that I feel goes back spiritually to my childhood, and we've kind of like displayed it here, you know, regardless of what you want to agree with, all the other things that she has been involved in. I do not stand in judgment of her in the way the average person does. And due to my connection and communication with Jag, I made connection with Legina. And we chopped it up, and we're going to allow her to come on a platform and perhaps share her story a bit. I have one question. I have a 2-minute clip that I want to present to her. And just so y'all won't think I'm not on the correct page, I'm not going to be disrespectful to her whatsoever. But however, I'm no fool, and I know how everything looks. But however, I'm very respectful, and I'm anxious to allow her to come here and have a little dialogue with us in the black box. And those are things we're going to get into in just a moment. And until then, I sell dope and rob. I can't get nothing I want with a regular job. Shout out to Big Wide, relatives, all my mama. This understood though, like.
I'm the one setting precedents everywhere. Now I'm feeling like I made it. I'm looking up all my friends are mostly entertainers. I still got street friends, don't get me wrong. But all my friends, I'm in the entertainment door. I'm in that realm now. Now I'm finna start making a lot of legitimate money.
Bitch, you run my name, it come back 100. Ask Big U, Top Dog, whack 100. Suge Knight, both the niggas he happened to drive over. The one that died and the one that survived. Rest in peace, Terry Carter. What up, Bone? It's the perfect type of beef for me to nut up on. Used to holler at the plug like, what up, Holmes? Cop 9 zones, go home and cut up stones. No extras on nothing, just saying what I say. From Compton and LAX, Cam with a K. Mayo over mustard, whiter than Ajax. And Trag Newport, getting high with AWACS. Nominated most Easty, yes I accept it. Q, Mac and Dub, I'm West Side connected. Used to flood to swap me with my CD copies. Niggas nutty on my block like BG Nuggies. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't never like me. That's something I never understood. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't nothing like me. That's something I always understood. Family first, nothing over or equal to them. Love my folks from the turf and my peoples from Brim. Industry-wise, the realest from the past to me actually has to be Master P. Keep it a Google, only way I know how to do things. Tour with TD Boy before he had 2 chains. In Georgia with Jeezy and the CTE, or the son of Easy E and the CPT. Put Jake Passion on the mic like I'm giving a speech. Spent weeks on South Beach politicking with me. Used to think I was banging with a decent group, till they left the low hanging when I beef with Snoop. Never sneak this and just speaking the truth. When you shoot from the soul, it gets deep in the booth. I'm a legendary native like CJ Mac. Never left, but tell them haters that the keyway cack. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't never like me. That's something I never understood. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't nothing like me. That's something I always understood. Call me crazy, or maybe it's a baby thing. Baby Spider, baby Dre Line, baby Lane. New Orlando before Burris war with Glencoe. Fuck with slow bugs, but his name was Winslow. Shit a sell with Chris Lighty, got blunted with Fab. Now no one damn near had to run it with Zab. That nigga Puto couldn't do nothing but laugh. Like you a fool, sticking moves, stay up under the jab. Grab a bag of that gag for $1,200 a half. Fuck the world on my handicapped brother's behalf. Hit the road and wear it out for a month and a half. Counting cash, I don't care about nothing but math. Usually I'm all alone with a gun in the lab. Like you should leave me alone, I don't wanna collab. Number 1 in my class, I been good crip. Run long and not fast like in hood nip. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't never like me. That's something I never understood. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't nothing like me. That's something I always understood.
Always keep it hood. Nothing like made this shit reality. They don't have the mental capacity to be able to process that type of shit, man.
My mama, Black Buddha said, man, Zab was gonna, my mama, that's how we got the bar. That's how, God keep his eyes on babies and fools. My mama, and Zab been my nigga till this day. Like, when it comes to high-profile industry people, successful on the other side of the struggle as far as immediate, everyday life, he one of the ones I can tip my hat to, I open my heart to. That's my loc, my brother. I've stayed in communication, constant communication with Zab since the day that lyric was inspired, when we almost bumped heads on the bus. I didn't know who he was. And over some bullshit elbow space on the tour bus, it turned into some tension that almost turned into something that I was going to initiate physical. And cuz got up and walked outside for a minute. And because I had used to being on the bus with everybody else that was on the bus every day. And this nigga was on the bus acting like he was at home, and I didn't know who he was. I couldn't understand why he was so confident and arrogant. So when he had got up real quick, I'm like, cuz, this nigga finna get this. Who is this nigga? Everybody started laughing at me. But Puto in particular, because Puto, we back then he used to play the video game. He didn't play no Madden, no basketball. Only thing he played was boxing. Right now, to this day, if it's a pay-per-view fight happening, he's going to be watching it. He might not be paying for it. He an internet nigga that know how to get everything for free. If you want to go over there and watch it and deal with the buffering, right, when it get good. But on my mama, he knew who Cuz was. So Puto laughing like a mother. He like, you don't know that nigga? He like, no, he like that nigga on the game and all that. Like, so that's what shout out to my nigga Zab though. That's my loc on the set. But I'm telling you, like, right then at that moment, yeah, I can't whoop Zab, but Cuz wouldn't have got a fair fight either though. Like I say, Puto was there, so he would have to whoop both of us at the same time. Not saying he couldn't or he wouldn't. So glad he didn't. And I ain't bullshitting. That's my loc. But here, somebody tell me, have you seen anything more corny than this? This is getting my vote. You know how you watch America's Funniest Videos? And at the end, they give a prize, they vote. We gonna call this America's Corniest Videos. And tell me where Cuz would end up. Hold on.
I got some paperwork to show me. I got some paperwork to show them. And when y'all leave up out there, motherfucker, please let them motherfucker know that the paperwork was present. And if they wasn't here, they shouldn't be saying a motherfucking thing about the claim. You hear me? I've been waiting on one special invited guest to show up, and he ain't showed up yet. But it was somebody who had something to say about me and had to question my, disposition to some of my cases. But he ain't here to see my paperwork. And I just don't like for a nigga to goddamn get fly, then get shot. You hear me? My nigga, I'm right here in the center. You hear me? So come on, if you got something to say about me. If you think it is when it ain't but one way to clear it up. Nigga, pull on up. Let me show you what you're looking for. I want to see who want to see it. You hear me? And if it ain't, and then after you see what you need to see, it's on you now to go straighten that shit up. Cause nigga, you done got too far in the jump. You done got too much dip on your chip.
First of all, for those that don't know, this particular display is motivated by Boosie being asked on an interview about his thoughts on the fact that T.I. out of nowhere, unprovoked, just came out, admitted, and made a claim that he told on his dead cousin on a gun case. And not only did he say he told on him, according to him, utilizing satire and embellishment for whatever reason, he claimed to he articulated this conversation he had with his dead cousin. So I guess it was comical that he was talking about this. So however, in light of that, Boosie has gone on record in times past speaking bad on not only Terrence Gangster Williams, Birdman brother, for doing similar things, but also Keefy D. And you know, they kind of give Boosie the title of the Bible. You know, he the example of industry, street, solid, sturdy all the way through. He get the crown. So as far as people that keep making a present appearance on the internet on a regular basis, they kind of like, you know, everybody kind of vote like he's the standard. So when he spoke what he spoke on T.I. admitting to telling on the dead, just like Birdman and Gangsta Williams, this is T.I. response. He talking about paperwork. This is why he can take his case in front of a civilian environment at a venue, because that's the only people that bite into the rhetoric that he pushing. What do a nigga need to see some paperwork for if you sat there on the camera and say you told on your dead cousin? You said, I put it on him. I told him on him. You said the only time I ever indicated or told something on somebody. This is how you prefaced your whole statement. And then you got the nerve to have this corny ass industry, media, public paper. So you telling me the paperwork party, the phrase you made popular on the internet associated with situations that you referring to that takes place in the feds. This is your street version. So in the feds, are the police present at your paperwork party? Because I will have you know the one you just had has been broadcasted to the police and everyone. And they were also capable of being there unannounced at your event. That's a very funny paperwork party. And if you just want to clear the air about your character, why not just upload the 45-minute HD version of your testimony in the Hosea Thomas trial, the murder trial in Ohio? That would be a better, more appropriate paperwork party to keep up with the current climate of technology, because paper and wires. Look at this. We're gonna watch this again. T.I., this ain't it. You got a grown son that's flirting with the lifestyle where you have to be talking about paperwork and cases and all that. You steering him wrong. First of all, you telling him that if he happened to get into some funk and it pop off and his homie end up dead and he a nigga that claimed to go by the code that you always talk about, you telling him it's cool to end up on the stand for 45 minutes for the prosecution describing everything that happened that night. You telling him he can live like that, which you know that's foul, but that's the example that you set, and that's also what you continue to preach for decades after. Now, you also finna tell him this is cool. This what you telling King? That a grown-ass man, where does a king of anything find himself motivated to be in a public venue doing something goofy as this? Paperwork party is an issue that happens amongst people of the criminal element sector, if at all. What are you doing in here preaching and entertaining with this satire? I can detect satire. I know when I smell it. I don't understand what are you doing. Let's check him out again, y'all. Let's reanalyze the antics of Mr. Expeditiously Corny as
I got some paperwork to show me. I got some paperwork to show them. And when y'all leave about that motherfucker, please let them motherfucker know that the paperwork was present. And if they wasn't here, they shouldn't be saying a motherfucking thing about the cane. You hear me? I've been waiting on one special invited guest to show up, and he ain't showed up yet. But it was somebody who had something to say about me and had to question my, disposition to some of my cases. But he ain't here to see my paperwork. And I just don't like for a nigga to goddamn get fly, then get shot. You hear me? My nigga, I'm right here in the cellar. You hear me? So come on, if you got something to say about me. If you think it is when it ain't but one way to clear it up. Nigga, pull on up. Let me show you what you're looking for. I want to see who want to see it. You hear me? And if it ain't, and then after you see what you need to see, it's on you now to go straighten that shit up. Cause nigga, you done got too far in the jump. You done got too much dip on your chip.
Boosie broke his spirit. He begging a nigga who went on a platform and said he ain't fucking with him to come to a party and come read my paperwork and let me show you I was... Hey, this nigga T.I. so lost in his sauce. That's why when Charleston White went bad on him and his son, he was like crying, asking the industry and hip-hop to defend him and support him. And now, when this is in question, this nigga feel it necessary to hold this type of public display for the internet, for the public, bro. What the heckery is going on? I do not get it at all. Legina, I see you in the chat talking about the number ain't working right. I don't over understand. It should be. It should be in perfect working condition. Let me see. 901, is you there? Can you? Oh, Jeter. Yeah, I don't know why, Legina. It should be working correct. What up, Vicious V? It ain't really time for you to tap in yet. Let's get on. Hey, that boy, hey, fuck it though. What you think about this boy T? Hey, check me out, bro. Check me out. What do the king of anything, what business do they have doing something that corny, bro? That's how. Somebody help me out. Am I tripping?
None whatsoever.
What does a 40-something-year-old father of a few have business doing that in a public forum? Like, what could he possibly gain from that? What is that? Do you see evidence of anything other than a man with a hurt soul?
Yeah, I think he broke up inside because once Boosie said what he said and whatnot, he kind of went extremely hard about it and dug up that little piece of punk-ass paperwork, wanted to plead his case and whatnot. But you know what's interesting about that is years ago, he was on the internet, because I remember you spoke about it, many people spoke about it. He said, I go by the G code, and the G code clearly states this, that, and the other. This what he said. And he also said that when you're in the Fed, you know, they have what they call a paperwork party. You get to the Fed, you turn your paperwork, and everybody on the yard, they get to go see the paperwork, make sure everything's straight, whatnot. They check your court time, they check how long you what been said, how long you been on there. This is what he said. He said, now, if anyone feel like they want to do a paperwork party, my name is Clifford J. Harris, 594-58019. That's what he said. Now, no one came up and said anything about this so-called paperwork party, correct? But what I'm still trying to figure out is, why are you still bringing up paperwork and dudes is checking your court time and all this whatnot? But you, Mr. I go by the G code, sat on the stand on behalf of the prosecution for a little over 45 minutes, 46 minutes, somewhere in there, some change, all right? And you basically added on information for a case to get a judgment against, corroborating evidence in a case against Hosea Thomas, who got 63 years.
Correct. Cold situation.
And in which he said, go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying amen. I just said cold situation. Go ahead, continue to build.
And you admitted years ago why you did it, because you said they wanted your freedom, they wanted your $3 million, and your partner mama told you to do so. Therefore, you cooperated, then turned around and did a Crime Stopper commercial. And then, once again, you was pressed by some New York niggas at some little interview venue or whatever, and they was talking about that same situation that you did. And you the one came out and said, I mean, I'm gangster, I ain't that gangster.
I do
so
it again.
which is it? Do you go by the G code or don't?
Right. And you know what, even the biggest slap in the face of it all with the Hosea Thomas trial, after he was asked all the relevant questions about the crime at night at hand, and he answered them all without skipping a beat readily, he was then asked about potential companions he had that may have made an issue in his within his being married situation. There were potential females with him of a casual nature that had no consequence to the actual crime. However, it may cause some controversy at home in his marital situation. And when he asked about these individuals, this nigga he finally
Finally, guess what he responded?
What is fraud?
I plead the fifth. He finally.
Now you want to talk?
Yeah, this is how much he contradicts himself. He sat up there on the stand, answered every question associated with the murder. And then, without him realizing he was going to prove, this is why he refuses to upload the testimony. Because when they asked him about the, he'll answer all the questions about the crime, but when it got about him doing some type of infidelity, he pled the fifth, which was a right he had the whole time he was up there, and he didn't utilize it until he was asked about something that might put his marital character or situation in conflict versus his G-code character. That is amazing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, like even with this little fiasco that he just pulled, like wanted to pull up this whole paperwork party, so can't no one say I ain't bring up no paperwork, can't no one say nothing. But I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, you were just on the little AD Def show, what is it? It's some little the roast me. All right, so you was on roast me, and when they brought you in, Craig Smith, shout out Craig Facts, when they seen you come in, they got on your head. Craig said, "Oh, hold up, watch him. He probably wearing a wire," and you giggling, you laughing and giggling. You ain't take Craig about that.
You know what else?
You ain't take Craig about that.
You know why? Because it's so much a part of his character. What about the punk? What about the punk episode? If y'all not familiar with the episode of Ashton Kutcher's Punk, they pulled a prank on T.I. where they pushed up on him at the airport and they told him they found some bullets in his luggage, in his property. This nigga T.I. on camera, not realizing he being pranked, under the gun, thinking he's being accused of being in possession of some bullets while he was on parole, looked and said, "Man, he packed my bags." Oh my mama. Oh my mama. He was like, he packed my bags, my assistant. Oh God. And then, you know how usually when they find out they on Punk, the celebrities break down and laugh?
Yeah.
Cuz was hot. He was hot. He realized he had just told on camera. On God.
That should have told everybody something. The fact that you just literally passed the buck to the person packing your bag. You know, that should have told y'all something right then and there.
I bet you this. I bet you can't find that episode on YouTube no more the same way you can't find this testimony. I could be wrong. I challenge anybody to go look it up real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
I'll find that episode. As for the testimony, that's long gone. You know how that go.
Right. That's out of here. But I bet you I know who got it ready at home on their server. He got a lawyer. I know who got it available. T.I. got it.
You know who do you think it's possible?
Huh?
I'm sorry. Quick question though. But do you? Who else got it? Who else got it?
Whack Ho No Honey.
No. If Ho No Honey have it, it'll be out. He don't like Cuz either.
Yeah.
He don't like her.
I can believe that.
He'd have put it out.
Hey, Chili.
Huh?
Hey, back in the D-Nate, didn't the cat have to go down there and holler at him when he downtown? Like, didn't the cat like taking some green back in the day? He wasn't bad then, was he?
If he was bad, we didn't know it yet. That shit hadn't hit.
Okay.
Right.
So I can't recall how long after he actually got down that the footage was available. I can't really. That was so long ago. I don't know how to really mark that date we did that. And I don't know. I ain't really sure. But obviously we didn't have this perspective on him. So a nigga must not have been fully aware, unless a nigga had some ill intentions that day he couldn't quite pull off. I don't know.
Right.
You know we don't feed knuckle.
But I think even Shawty Low back in the day called him a snitch and whatnot. Didn't Shawty Low have paperwork on him?
But I ain't gonna keep. He was. I was vaguely familiar with that, but I wasn't tapped in enough to care about to see what was true. And then I ain't gonna lie, Shorty Low was the underdog. He didn't really wasn't a nigga like I knew T.I. too, and you always be caught up with that. You got haters when you at the top, and you never knew. But what's more ironic is T.I. was publicly known for getting rid of one of his Ace Coon Booms because of a situation. The boy, what's his name? Alpha something?
Mm-hmm. I think I can't recall on that one.
One of his partners in the whole little Grand Hustle shit had a little situation, I think. And it was really a 50-50. It wasn't as like obvious as T.I. Tipster, but he tripped on Cuz, separated himself from him, embarrassed him, and all that. Alpha Mega, yep. And ever since then, he been in situations himself. Ever since then. Hey Chili, hey Chili, look who in the chat. Look at the last blue name that popped up. Big Slick. That's Sam Light. That's my big brother.
He's the deal.
That's my daddy Junior. Hey, I want to show y'all this. I want y'all thoughts. I see you on the line, Legina. I think that's you from the 806, and then we got one more thing to trip on, and we gonna get to you, baby. Hold on. Let me see if that's you. Let's see who this is. Hold on. 806.
Hello.
Oh, that's a homie. Hold on, homie. Hold on. I thought you was the special caller. Her area code looks something like that. Check this out, y'all.
Oh my God! All right.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, don't play there because they gonna try to slam you up. Hey! Oh! Hey, stop!
One more time. Hold on.
Oh my God! All right.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, don't play there because they gonna try to slam you up. Hey! Oh! Hey, stop!
For those that don't know who that is, Smac, the nigga that got fired on, I know his name Smac. He a personality on the No Jumper platform, and he got a real distinct voice. And I don't even know who the cat was that raised up out of his seat and fired on Cuz. But what appeared to be happening was they was having a conversation that was about something that took place already a whole nother time, another day, and the nigga Smac was saying something that I could because it was a longer clip. And he was talking about how I don't know, but it seemed like something had happened to where somebody threw some money on a female, or they was about to throw some money on a female, and they was politicking about that, laughing, talking shit, low-key debating, arguing, however you want to call it. But it was kind of real reminiscent of energy you see popping up at No Jumper all the time. And then I'm really surprised. And then the nigga, so what happened was, whatever old boy was saying that was sitting down was against whatever Smac was saying, and to make his final point, Cuz went in his pocket and threw some money. They say that's Tiny from Five Deuce Hoover. Shout out to Cuz. Not that I'm picking a side over a side. I don't know neither one of them. But just in situations when certain shit pop, I understand why Cuz got off when he got off. So Cuz threw some money on him, almost from my perspective, kind of like, I'm going to treat you like the female we was just discussing. Because they were discussing throwing money on a female. So it can't, even though you could tell he was being playful, this is why you don't play with grown men. And especially street niggas and shit like that, because everybody don't play, and especially everybody don't play as much. And what I found real ironic in this clip right now, you can't, they both from trouble, they homies. Ooh, them cameras, that's crazy. So the thing about it is this. The clip that we just played, you don't hear it, but at the end, off camera, you keep hearing Smac say, "Are you serious? Are you serious?" And all my thing is like, damn. What else do a nigga gotta do to show you he's serious? Thoughts? Anybody?
Nah, that's no Spider. I mean, that right there would have been enough.
Hey, let the new caller tap in, y'all. Hold on. Let the new caller tap in.
I'm sorry.
Y'all, it's all good. No, sorry, but
Yeah, Spider. Hey, Spider, I'd love to come in your mouth while I finger your ass. Then you could jack me off and stuff. Would you like?
God damn. So,
Shut your bitch ass up.
No, he out of here. He out of here. Hey, look. So.
The fuck?
Look. Hey, look. So, hey, look. So just think about this, cuz you doing whatever, all the antics you going through, will a nigga jump up out of his seat and get in your you heard that? Oh my God. I get a text with some emoji laughs. Oh my God. So look, so I'm like, this nigga say, are you serious? This my thing. Kind of like Sharp. Y'all know who Sharp is at No Jumper. Smac got one of them voices, cuz, that sound like he want to fight all the time.
Right.
I'm surprised he don't get in more fights that he not expecting to get in. You dig Alyiah?
You don't play with no grown man in them tiny environments, you know. But they was all homies though. But you clowning him. That nigga lost the battle, but he won the war when he fired on him. You feel me? That arguing, old boy probably lost when he was clowning him and shit. But he threw them dollars on him and he lost the war that fast.
Yeah, Smac. But Smac, as aggressive as he speak and as intimidating as he sound, he got to be more ready. You don't look. It's no excuse from when you standing, allowing the nigga that's sitting to get up and get to you and get off first. It's only reason that happens if you ain't ready, like you looking and sounding. You let this nigga close a big.
You seen him, Chili. He was turning it when he threw the money. He kind of turned and was laughing like,
and then he flinched. He seen he coming out his peripheral and he flinched. Let's check it out.
Hell no, because he ain't know shit was about to get real. But just because you sound intimidating, you know, to me, that don't mean nothing. That's just me personally. I don't know anything about the dude, but just because you sound intimidating don't mean anything.
No, but look, what I can imagine is that may have kept him out of a whole lot of incidents. That should have worked a lot of people down. It works. A lot of times it'll work. It'll work.
Hey,
but guess what?
The old boy probably knew that he really didn't want it.
But what it is it's not really what it sound like. That's just actually his tone of voice. That's really, you know what I'm saying? That's really how he talks. Are you sure? She say the number.
Okay.
Hey, look, hey, Legina, if you listening, all I could say is maybe it's something at work bigger than you and me. Because you see that number that you have, it's on the screen. If I typed it to you wrong, let me see if I typed it to you wrong. 4 or 5. No, I gave it to you right. If that's not getting you through, maybe she say she gonna keep calling. But yeah.
Hey, Tilly. Hey, what if old boy took that turn like just in that split second? He already knew that they was going live, and this is his viral moment. So he took the crown. But he probably had some intentions, you know. No, this nigga say one more thing, and he threw the money and he took the crown.
Of course, when you on camera and you being put on the spot, that's gonna play in your mind frame. But the way that he waited until Cuz threw the money, if he was just looking to catch a moment, he could have tripped on Cuz just for barking on him too hard. He waited till he threw the money. And look, he threw the money on him in context right after they was referring to throwing money on a particular female. It was like the fact that he wasn't clicking with his conversation, it kind of seemed like, well, if you didn't like how I did her, like I'm going to do you. It seemed like kind of like that.
Yeah, that's what the energy was. That was straight up disrespectful.
Watch. We going to watch it again.
Yeah, he thought he was gonna get away with that funny shit. He thought that was just gonna be a funny moment, like.
And look, it might not. And then we speaking on the way he sound and all that. That didn't even really play into it. He got a pass with that. Like you said, it must be his homie that know that's how he sound. Cuz just wasn't going for the money hitting. Cause I'm telling you, he was just. I'm telling you, the part we ain't hearing is they was just talking about throwing money on a female. That's what they was arguing about. That had a big part to do with what they was arguing about. On my mama.
Gotcha.
Check it out.
Oh my God! All right.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, don't play that because they gonna try to slam you up. Hey. Oh. Hey, stop.
Now I wonder, they all homies? That's another thing. Do you know the potential of what possibly could take place when you start flighting niggas in them small little corners like that? Other niggas getting up and start, man, that shit could get crazy up in that thing. Oh, my mama.
Yeah, on the real.
Somebody, somebody from 2C say Smac won the battle, and other dude got in his feelings and threw a sucker punch. He could have told Smac to run his fade instead of firing in front of the camera when it wasn't supposed to do anything serious. 2Cs, let me tell you something. If you're discussing throwing monies on females, and then moments later in a heated debate argument, you throw the money on a man as if you're treating him like the female you discussed, what you said happened on camera, as far as what the nigga that got up, the disrespect already happened on camera. This is what I live by and have lived by. You get off where you get mad at. All that, we gotta fight, get arranged. If you disrespect me in a close enough proximity where I can touch you and I feel like that it might go to the next level before what you talking about is some other goofy shit. Ain't nobody finna be talking about none of that. Bro, you just touched me with something that physical. If you go by the letter of the law, that's considered an assault. If I'm not in here agreeing to you hitting me with money, paper, anything, you just contacted me physically without my approval, and I ain't really allowed to defend myself. Now, if you add everything else onto it, that you treat me like a B, basically, that we discussing and throwing money on me, nigga, I'm supposed to wait till later on?
I'm gonna steal first. Exactly.
I'm gonna get off.
I ain't finna be asking for no face.
I'm already, when it comes to the conversation, I'm turned down. I'm not even working like you. I'm letting you win. Right. I'm letting you. And we could have just got on to the next subject. But now you finna throw some money on me, cause it's 1,000,001 niggas in the world that would have did the same thing cuz did. Not everybody, but I know this. Anytime you talking to a man like that first, and then you gonna even take it further and do the extras, you supposed to be on your square enough to not give a nigga. It's different if he's standing right in reaching distance. You let a nigga get out of his seat and get to you before you can even. Man, that ain't. You something ain't right.
And then this shit lied too.
I think. Hey, look, I don't know if he been back on Fig as far as the podcast since that incident, but if he has or he hasn't, I would say this: whenever he does or when he did, they either did or they're gonna clown his ass. T-Rail finna, whoa-wee, they gonna clown.
He ain't do nothing.
He didn't do nothing. And if you watch the whole clip, he off camera talking about, are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious right now? Come on, man. Come on, man.
That sounds a whole lot, it sounds like it's shocking, his voice, shocking a little bit of fear.
No, it's more than a little bit, bro. It's all that. Now.
Right.
The only option is for him to ask for a fade now. Or you just got to tuck your tail, and now everybody know you kind of like Sharp. See, the thing with Sharp is Sharp sound like that, but it really only the females. He know how to talk to men different with that But the same way Sharp be barking on females, it be sound like Smac bark on everybody like that. Oh, mama.
Ain't no better barking.
And I'm just saying,
that's all it is.
There's a lesson to learn. Because just like our quote said today, look, man, this was the inspiring quote of the day. To shoot that fist one person pinches another. There is no recipe for a living that suits all cases. The lesson we can learn is you can't talk to everybody and treat everybody the same way.
You might bump into 1,000
Exactly.
people that tolerate something
You
that
sure
the
can.
1,001st person ain't going for. So it's your job. If you want to have one thing that works for everybody, you're gonna have to turn your shit all the way down. And just like when you go to like Golden Corral, just think about it. You go to Golden Corral, the food basically has no seasoning because they have to make the food acceptable for everybody who potentially could come through there and their health issues. Everybody can't handle a lot of salt and seasoning. So when you put out food for everybody or restaurants, that's why they typically lack seasoning, because a lot of times the different seasonings adversely affects people's health. So just life in general dictates there's typically not one rule for everybody in most situations, although there are laws of nature that apply to everyone. But typically, when one of those laws are broken, we look at a thing as an anomaly. Although we know there is a spirit of a certain thing like that they're pushing as normal now. I don't want to get off subject, but you already know what it is. You dig it, lies. 317, what's happening, man? Break bread.
What up, cuz? Blue Jay. What's up with it?
Okay, man. I will walk again. Shout out to Blue Jay, man, and the Fiji and all that, man. What's happening, loved one?
Man, just checking in, man. I just wonder why with T.I. in 2023, all that he's been through, make it so significant that he has to be such a tough dude and paperwork and all this sort of crap.
You know why? You know why? You know why?
Why?
Because he refused to just admit that he marked out and got on the stand and he fucked the code off. And instead of just admitting that, then he don't have to be all this extra shit. He's over projected, trying to prove something that he's not. Because just think, had he not did that, he could just go along with what it is. But because he did that, he's trying to cancel it out, and he's trying to like bring attention to everything other than that situation. This whole conversation could be deaded if anyone could just have his digital testimony. If we could just access that, locate that. And it's so deep. This is how much they say you want to hide it from a nigga, put it in the book. All you got to do is go to Crown Courts TV, YouTube site, and they at least located the transcripts and they read it. They read it out. The same thing you would see on the video, they read it out. But I guess that's not good enough. But people also don't understand the whole totality of the parameters that can be involved in a situation. That's why he's taking it to the internet and to public venues and to civilians, because these are the people who don't understand what we really trying to analyze. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just saying, by him making so much money, why would he even give a fuck though? Because it don't matter no way, because it is what it is. He got up there, he told, you feel me?
But he don't want to admit that.
Boosie done gave up on him. You feel me? It is what it is. Man, go on and make your money, man, and go on and do it.
Dude, that's my thing.
Your wife.
That's my thing. Boosie say he cool on you. The boss you claim to be is supposed to not even acknowledge that, accept it, power up, boss up. And your mind is, you gonna need me before I need you. That's what a boss do. But if your feelings hurt and you looked at Boosie as somebody that was gonna give you a pass for being a weenie all this time, this is what it is. T.I. already did the Crime Stoppers commercial. He already got on the stand for the prosecution in a murder. He already did got a year and 1 day for having a whole. So from the persona that Boosie is already a person that posted has said T.I. all bad. So T.I. thought Boosie was gonna ride with the bullshit all the way out. That's what it is.
He thought he was getting the benefit of the doubt from Boosie until the last minute before the little song was supposed to come out. And Boosie got on Vlad TV.
This is what it is. You got dudes. You got two dudes. You got two dudes who are not necessarily exactly what they're portraying themselves to be, and they're making certain statements on the internet about their character and their image. And then they have to defend them on the internet because that's the only place it really, really exists. So here is Boosie that built up this. He said it right there. You know, they look at me like I'm the last one left. Now, as much as he want to be friends with T.I., guess what's on the line?
him being believed that he's the last one left. He bought into that. So instead of him, like T.I. want to be looked at like this G Code nigga, Boosie want to be looked at like the last one left, and he was willing to sacrifice that T.I. relationship because he put that last one left concept in jeopardy.
Well, T.I., you listening? We read between the lines, nigga.
Oh, my mama tip. All we need you to do, if you're trying to clear your name, is upload your testimony, the video portion, bro. That's all you gotta do. Oh, my mama.
Hey, Shelly.
Huh?
I got to give you your props. Bro, because you been opened up this can on this weirdo. Like, you been, like, pointing the finger like, hey, he shitty. Like, you know.
Bro, you know how far, if you a nigga that really understand what's going on with this street shit, you know how far you gotta trick your brain, reverse it to accept that T.I. is a good nigga. If you don't just, because, look, most people say, oh, when you on federal parole, there's no way you can get a year for all them guns. Most people stop it right there. Okay.
Right.
Then you can add on, oh, he did the Crime Stoppers commercial. So then people try to justify that. Okay, he got on the stand in a murder trial. They say, oh, he didn't point nobody out. For 45 minutes, people don't understand that. Now he's saying he told on the dead. People like justify that.
Wow.
Then he got caught on fucking Pump, the TV show, thinking he was finna be charged with some bullets on parole, and he told on his motherfucking bodyguard. Then they're gonna justify that you letting you know you're in you're in an era where they'll justify anything for a celebrity, bro.
And the thing about it, to add on what Eastside Herb say, yeah, you been on that, but the reason you been on it was because years ago you said that, you know, he was the one that went on the internet and said, let's have a paperwork party. He was the one that said he invited everyone to it. If T.I. would have never came out and said, after the accusation or whatever, I go by the G code, then a lot of the people that know of the G code would not analyze him or judge him based off what you say you go by. You said you go by the G code.
Just think about
So if we go by this G, go ahead.
No, to add to that, bro, on God, on God in heaven, because a nigga like T.I., without this being said, would have you believe he only gonna spend the time away from the family and doing the right thing in order to chase the bag and be an entrepreneur. You can't tell me there is not a million more ways he could have better served his time than being out there trying to hold I don't know what you call that. Like who cares what them people in that club feel about anything you got going on? Who are those people? Like
It was all his cousins and close friends in that motherfucker. That little small ass little hole in the wall. He invited everybody off his phone to that motherfucker. You feel me? Like why he want to? Why you don't want to put that 45-minute testimony out? He want to have a real paperwork party. He's supposed anything everybody been said about him. He should have put that shit brought that shit to the table.
All you gotta do.
Want to show a piece of it.
All
he want
you
to
gotta
show
do.
a part of what people saying. Nigga, we want to see everything.
Upload that testimony. Upload that testimony. That's it. That's all you gotta do is upload that. He was talking about you, T.I., while you was all on the homie nuts. Believe me, you are definitely.
I already know.
You are definitely a fully affirmed rap nigga, and so this what he told y'all.
By the way,
mama. New caller. What's happening, homie? Welcome to the line, 706.
What's up, SPI? What's up, Spider Low?
What up,
What's up with you, Spider Low? This Fonzo, my nigga.
This who?
Fonzo. Herb homie, your boy.
You lying. You lying.
Oh, God. What's up, SPI?
The original.
What's up, Herb? What up, Young? What up, nigga?
One of my original East Side. What the by the way, though?
I see you on TV, my nigga. On my mama, I see you, SPI. I see you, nigga.
I love you, Lo. They don't even know how far this go back. It's one of my original Siete Eastside Young, by the way, my nigga Fonzo really with the muzzle.
The homie told me to call, yeah. Hey, I love you, SPI. You know that. I love you, young. You already know, man.
Cuz. Stay strong, stay solid, man. For death though, cuz. See that things. I'm glad you on here, cuz.
Hey, sis.
Yeah, you made
my
day.
Thank you, SPI. Thank you, my nigga. I'm just listening, chilling and listening.
I appreciate you, bro. Fuck that. Just for that, we gotta do it. We gotta do this one time. You'll love this. I don't know if you know it, but you gonna love it. Hold on, here we go. On the turf, Lil Box and Lil Merc. Not a gang of birds, but the third served the Lil work. Sticky shit, every time he lit his big. Politicking with his clique, trying to hit the biggest lick. Problem with the hood, we gon' have to see to that. It was Baby Jinx, Tiny D, me and Black. To be from EC, can't explain how it felt to me. Lil BT nicknamed himself Looney. With Big Wine on the 5, getting hella faded. Heard that nigga ain't survived, so we celebrated. On a mission with the homies, or if by my lonely. Niggas know me, always got the pistol on me. Shot his way on the set, they ain't quote him on. Never lied, every lyric you can quote him on. Diamond shining, rhyming with my rollie on. Money long, kinda like a Coleon. I remember when the nigga first got turned out. I remember crocodile blood in the blood out. I remember coming up in the stove game. Now niggas only know about this whole game. I remember when the nigga first got turned out. I remember crocodile blood in the blood out. I remember coming up in the stove game. I remember. My mama, some shit you just can't forget. Like some of the young niggas used to claim to sit. Same time, some of the homies used to bang young. To this day, me and Herb trade the same guns. East side, niggas know about that 7 gang. Central to San Pedro, sold up on everything. You ain't heard, 93rd to the Sin. Ain't nothing new, neighborhood, this what it been. All the Sherm homies hitting in the hood. Fuck the function off soon to get to getting good. A party ain't a party without a little drama. In the parking lot hollering at Lil Mama. Say my name next to Johnny Ray, Baby Dre. Soul 1 and 2, Big Snake from 88th. For death though, I died for I surrender. Shit was evil on the east side, I remember when the nigga first got turned out. I remember crocodile blood in the blood out. I remember coming up in the stove game. Now niggas only know about this whole game. I remember when the nigga first got turned out. I remember crocodile blood in the blood out. I remember coming up in the stove game. I remember. That's for my nigga Relly on the line, on my mama. Eastside Young by the way though, like. You smell me?
By the way, mate. Hey, I hear you, SPI. I hear you, my nigga.
Oh, Goddery. Let me do this, y'all. Hold on real quick. Let me see why we can't get our special caller on the line. I don't know what she's going through. Let's see here. She might not answer. Might have spooked her, y'all.
Yeah, I was watching that Smac video. The video show with Smac. I fuck with them niggas on Fig.
You do?
Back on Fig. Him and T-Real.
Wait, you fuck with them or just like fuck with their platform?
No, just watch they shit. Just watch.
So what you think about Smac?
Smac? Like on me, he a fool.
But don't you think like the way Smac present himself? Didn't you expect a slightly different reaction in a moment like that?
Hey, yeah, the way the nigga got up and fought on, he was running back.
On the set,
Smac nigga was going.
Hold on.
T-Rail, like you feel me? Them niggas is goons, but nah, he just got that distinctive voice. Hold on, he don't want no problem.
She answered on the set, but hold on. Hey, look, Legina. Hello. Yeah. Do you have perhaps another phone you could try to call from? I don't understand why you can't get through. People are calling. We have callers on the line right now. They're pretty anxious to talk to you.
It keeps telling me line is busy.
On the 516-453 number? Do you have another phone you could try to call? Huh?
I can try to see if I can.
Try to call it. If you have another phone, if you got a phone around close you could try it from. Try it from another phone maybe. Okay. Oh. Hey, yeah, like Cub really wasn't with, like, it'd be like that though, you know. Sometimes everybody ain't with what it sound like, but it sound like it would have been a whole lot more coming behind that.
Yeah, who was that nigga? I didn't even know that nigga. Like, I ain't never seen that nigga fired on him. Gotta be one of their homies that don't be on TV.
Somebody in the chat said that's one of their homies from Hoover. But see, you know how No Jumper is like the main platform, but it seemed like everybody that got
Adam 22.
And it's like everybody that got some shine off of No Jumper got their own shit. It seemed like that was his own shit. Right? Yeah. On the set. So you feel me? So I don't know, cause you know. But I
house phone and all that shit. House phone, all that little shit was going on.
Okay, I never spoke on that, bro. I ain't never spoke on that. But since you brought it up, cause I don't understand how these supposedly niggas that's supposed to be something like us coexist with niggas like that and don't skip a beat when that type of shit come up. Cause that shit blow my mind.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
I can't, bro, on my mama, dead homies, daughters, lokes, everything I love and live for. If I'm ever in a scenario with a nigga where we politicking on a rego, like we regular niggas like this, fucking nothing but bitches, regular life, whoop, wop, wop, and it come out, you whip, wop, 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 like old boy, we is not going on the same. No way.
Hey, at all, my nigga, at all. That's on the real, like, that's on the real.
I'm not gonna be nothing. I'm not saying I got nothing to do to you that you're not gonna like, but I will discontinue our communication. We will not be communicating or politicking or presenting ourselves as the same type of person. I do not understand no nigga who like to carry himself like me and then do that shit behind. I don't get it. That's not my thing. And I just don't tap in. Everybody else can do what they do. But over here, we kind of like, when I get comfortable with people, it's a different group of people I'm comfortable with. You dig it? I don't want to be around nobody that I know for a fact might just be liking me when he get loaded. Chris Street.
Hey, no, everything, my nigga.
You know it's out there. Yeah, you know it's out there.
That's on my mama.
You know it's ducked off and you can't avoid it. But the people that let you know this is what's up for show, I don't want to be around them. That's just like, I can't believe they forcing this reality when all these years women can say we want to do certain things with no men around because it's typically understood that men are attracted to women. So there should be certain spaces where there's no men around so we can avoid having that element of attraction. But when it comes to this other shit, they like, so what? Anywhere, everything. We don't never know. There's no spaces where we want to basically leave out the natural element of fraternizing. It's anything goes now because of that. But all these years, it was understood there are certain sectors where we don't want the men there with the women and be risking the natural, I like you. They need privacy. So why shouldn't men need privacy from men who like men? Shit, certain spaces we need. The same way.
That's real.
Oh, mama.
You said some shit.
Hey, just keep that shit over there. Like, nigga, nah, you feel me? Just keep that shit over there. Like, that's on me.
Keep that
that's all I'm saying, my nigga. Nigga ain't with that gay shit and that will be so. I see what am I, real niggas with that bullshit. Hey, you my nigga just stay over there, my nigga.
Just keep it over
there. That's on me. That's that. Like, I can't ride when the homie do that shit. That's on me. I gotta keep real myself.
And guess what, Reddy? On the set, on my mama, cause I slid through the East like 3 days ago, and I called this nigga Herb on FaceTime. I was on 97th in town, and I reminded him about that corner house and what type of people used to fall out that motherfucking squabbling. I was teasing, cause.
He talking about
Hey, that motherfucker.
Hey, back in the day.
Hey, that motherfucker looked like the living room just stank.
Yeah, man.
East side. That shit was east side.
Yeah.
But on God, I just did that the other day on
SP
my mama.
Izzo, that's like my nigga SP Izzo, cuz.
On God, man, I'm glad you on here. When I every now and then I get a nigga like you on here, and then we'll start doing something everybody else don't even know about. We got another caller. Hold on, don't go nowhere. 213, you on here with me and my real niggas. What's happening?
It's the deal, man. It's the boy C2, man.
C2.
Down there, Mr.
Oh, man, I got
thank
by
the way, little C What up, yeah?
It ain't never been.
Hey, the homies on here fucking with SP Izzo though.
It ain't never been. Hey, look. It ain't never been 497s on my line. That's hard. That's we gotta do this thing just because of that. I don't care what everybody else going through, what we was going through. Since it's like 497s on here, this what we gonna do, y'all. This how we do it all the time. Everything we do it 97 ways on my mama do like.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. 97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag. 97 ways we gon' live it. Baymac in the building. 97 ways we gon' live it. We gon' live it. 97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me up back.
100,000 feel like something when you're thumbing through it. Done it when some would say one would be dumb to do it. Running circles round rappers on their last lap. PayPal perhaps. Ass cap the cash app. Ass app is how I expect the next direct deposit. Positivity love phone posits check the closet. To say we touching paper is an understatement. Underground label running late, tell them run the payment. Executive decisions, check the balance. Time to monetize the talents, I accept the challenge. Memory a crazy tune, 111 days. Loco for my days, 97 ways.
97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag. 97 ways we gon' live it. Baymac in the building. 97 ways we gon' live it. We gon' live it. 97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me up back.
Unable to fake it, fuck how they take it. Heard about the meeting, I was able to make it. Just sick of watching Sherm heads squabble each other while the judge steady handing out lottery numbers. It go down year round, ain't gotta be summer. Life's a bitch and niggas never get apologies from her. Dumber, big and little homies frequently locking. Don't see no other options, that's the reason they flocking. SPI ain't the nigga, how you figure fat? Gift the gab, every gig get a bigger bag. Either name your price or it's appropriation. Finesse game, nigga nice with negotiations.
97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag. 97 ways we gon' live it. Baymac in the building. 97 ways we gon' live it.
We gon' live it. Oh, Sam, what up, C2?
97 ways.
Why nigga Siege used to deal for
we got a way of doing what we do, by the way. You know, we do what we do our way, by the way.
By the way, though, for Dev, though,
Hey,
you
Mac,
already
do
know.
like by the way,
Baymac
do
at
like-
all costs, though, like, oh, my mama. Hey, this what we gonna do, y'all. We wasn't even finna stretch this out, right? We had a special caller that was finna call in. She having a problem. What I'm gonna probably have to do is shut this down. Then I'm gonna go live through StreamYard just so I can holler at her. So I'm gonna call this last words. I'm gonna let all the callers on the line get their last words out. Then I'm gonna get mine, and I might just go right back live, y'all, so we can get it in with Legina, cause that was part of our plan. So last words. Let the Sietes figure out who go first, last, and then. No, matter of fact, who on here today?
I love my niggas. I ain't got too much to say. I love y'all. I love you. Good hearing y'all, and I see you on TV, SBS, on y'all, my nigga.
Sieto, by the way.
That's all I got to say.
By the way, ready?
My low.
By the way, man, I love y'all niggas.
For that, though, love you too, cuz.
I was chiming in
on some subjects you was covering earlier, because I've been watching. I was eating breakfast and shit, listening to my niggas. I'm like, I ain't gonna call till I'm done, but just as far as them dudes from that other platform, that all the foolishness be going on, you know, like certain niggas from certain zones have different codes of conduct. Like it's certain shit that like niggas move certain ways. So like cameras on, cameras off. So it's like me and my niggas, you feel me? It ain't that niggas don't have disagreements or butt heads, but we not finna be on camera high signing and flexing on each other, disrespecting each other for these outsiders, for these youth. We niggas got a code of conduct, some honor to it, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, y'all from the same brand. So niggas with this big eye, little you shit, trying to make yourself look bigger by making the next nigga look smaller when y'all repping the same brand. That shit, look, it just don't, it's distasteful, you feel me? Like,
that nigga Smac is at Smac is at a disadvantage because he's cursed or blessed with the way he sounds off top. So he got to be ready for niggas being defensive all the time. He walking around sleep because he sound like a nigga that's looking for it, wanting it, ready for it all the time.
See, that's just, you know, niggas be extra, but I'm saying, if you promote that you come from these environments, if you come from that section where you say you come from, these type of confrontations is nothing new to you. You being around niggas with this temperament where you know you got to talk to niggas certain kind of ways or expect certain type of shit, it shouldn't be new to you by now. Like, you deep in the game, and you doing it on the platform now.
And there should never be
this man got...
Yeah, you should never be in a position where you are verbally that aggressive, yet you're surprised to the point where somebody able to leave their seat while you're standing, close a gap, and hit you first. Something's wrong about your perspective on the way things go. By the way you present yourself, you don't realize how you present yourself or what you're doing. If you shocked enough that you did all that, and the nigga came out his seat and got off on you first without you being able to square up and get cracking, something ain't right with your thought process. I don't understand how he was surprised. What do you think about a nigga that you think you can bark him down, drown him out, use the B word, and throw money on him, and you don't think... What do you think about this nigga that you think you could do him like that?
That's the shit I was just saying. Like niggas be getting caught up. And niggas be getting caught up in this and what I'm gonna call it, the metaverse.
There you
These
go.
Niggas be living in the metaverse. Forgetting that we live in real reality. Like, you talking to a nigga that's really in front of you. You're not talking to a nigga that's a keyboard typing on a viewer online.
Oh God.
Like, and then if you know this nigga a street nigga, and you basically ain't gonna insinuate that a nigga's a bitch on camera like that. And be surprised when a nigga get off, or when a nigga do get off, you gotta at least be ready to motherfucking throw your shit and defend yourself, because you done already crossed the line.
It's like it remind me of the same thing that happened with Kelpie up there. He called little almighty suspect to be like 3 times in a row and sit there froze and let a nigga get out his seat and flight him. Only thing, Kelpie versus Smac, you was standing. You got the advantage. You let a nigga get out of his seat and get off on you.
Really, that the Smac shit was kind of worse, because
you a G.
This is a nigga. These are two niggas that's supposed to be active street niggas.
Yeah,
like,
representing this
Kelpie
real energy.
Like,
yeah, it's worse. I agree.
Civilian type.
No, I totally agree. It's a totally different black eye. Just think from this point on, bro. Now we got a reference to compare that sound and aggression to that don't quite add up. And up until this point, you had to give it, you don't never underestimate nobody, so you kind of had to like give it what it seemed like. Like a nigga he walked hard, talked hard, and kind of like pressed that. But now it don't seem like it. Oh man, it don't sound the same now. All that shit don't sound. It don't sound the same.
Yeah, man, took some of the air out of his balloon.
Oh my mama. The same way Ho No Honey do all that barking and always threaten he gonna pull up and he gonna do that, and they never did it. It's like it's nothing. Same way Charleston White Do all that woofing about he ready to die and kill. When he find out, when he go to Houston, the police ain't got his back. He don't go.
Yeah, I done heard Wack speak in two tones of voice. One sound like the nigga that's rah-rah and aggressive, and the other one that seems to be kind of whining and whimpering a tad bit, talking about, oh, niggas, every time the Lokes run into him, and he's like, oh, niggas did this to me and did that to me. What happened to this rah-rah?
And guess
energy?
what?
Like, why is that not leading?
The aggressive one that you familiar
in
with,
person.
The aggressive one you familiar with only exists in the metaverse. Oh, my mama. For those of us that know him personally, all we've ever seen is the opposite. Unless it is in unison and choir supporting one of us acting that way, then he'll jump in and have your back when it's convenient. But as far as him presenting that energy to anybody in public first and accepting whatever come with it, I ain't never witnessed it, and I don't know nobody else that ever witnessed it. And now I can say I've known him for like 20 years. On my mama, it does not exist. All this rambunctious, aggressive energy that he is known for only exists in the metaverse. On my mama, or on the phone. On the phone when he recording a nigga that don't know he being recorded. When he on the phone having conversations that are not recorded, he is the guy that does not exist on the metaverse. On my mama.
Yeah, man, these niggas are motherfucking characters out here, you know. And,
yeah, they characters, bro.
You get that's how you get the bag, but you gotta remember, once you log off, nigga, you gotta live a real life out here in these streets. We are from Southern California, we from Los Angeles, so when you go outside, nigga, you gotta go outside. Like, you can't hide behind these keyboards and screens your whole life. So whatever you do on them keyboards and screens, nigga, you better make sure you keep that same energy in person.
Yep.
And
one thing about Charles White, he let y'all know part of his boldness is he coming with the law. So that nigga.
So if you mess with me, you gonna mess with the law.
But the cold part about it is, when the law didn't come with him, he didn't come. He kept it real. But the thing about it is, guess what? Holding on 100 let you know he coming with the law at the same time, because he tells you that the feds called his phone and offered him protection against Jay Prince. That's coming with the law, bro. You know when the law fit?
Hell yeah, right.
Once the feds said, look, we finna ruin Takuchi in hip hop. He finna join our team. We know that's gonna kill him in hip hop. And when the whole hip hop was through with him and whole No 100 stamped him, guess what the feds said? That's our people's. He fucks with us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He pinned himself to that board. He pinned himself to that board.
And guess what happened? The next time, according to Wack, that he was allegedly threatened online, the feds called his phone and offered him some protection and support, nigga. That's what Wack said. He played the conversation with him and the lady from the feds that allegedly called him. And she was asking him about threats online from Jay Prince and asking him, was he worried? Would he like some support and help? And he called himself trying to act like he was keeping it G, telling her, oh, you know, we don't, it was corny as fuck, but this is his story, though.
As far as keeping it G, I don't know no niggas that affiliate with themselves as anything like G that receive incoming calls regularly from the feds. That's the conversation I was having with the homie. Like, man, niggas, nobody see how weird that is, that he has such a good rapport with them where they just call and volunteer information to this man. I have never seen them
not call and make him nervous and question him about his activities. But call and ask him, is he okay because of certain things, and offer him support and protection. And he think it's cool to present that and not realize that make him hot. Like, you all bad. But I'm telling you, he's playing to the same audience that T.I. is playing to. It's the internet. It's civilians.
Even beyond that, SPI, they call him about other niggas' cases. That's weird. Now, if they calling you and they on your ass for some shit involving you, whatever.
And look,
how are they calling you? Talk about niggas from other states just bothered. They opened up their whole files and folders to you.
Think about it. Think about it. Cuz best friend,
type of
Cuz
working
best
relationship.
friend, his most close affiliate and associate online and industry is ex-police, Reggie Wright. Now, you know, there's multiples of us. A lot of us have an affiliation with Reggie throughout the years crossing this path because he was heavily involved in the game. However, Reggie has no one is closer as a supporter and a buddy, a partner and a homie and a co-signer as Wack and Reggie. Both of them, they're one another's biggest support online, and that's police. So it's just, look, right now when Wack really want to prove a point, he can get Greg Caden on the phone. That's the police. He gets online and supports Wack's positions.
You know, he's part of the same street shit. You talking street shit and involving police. It's an oxymoron. It doesn't even belong. It's oil and water. It don't mix.
Look how consistent he is with that. He was supposedly just on Jay Prince's head about a murder and all this, whatever, just on his bumper. Then he stopped and he got online and called out a nigga from Six Deuce Brims that ain't nobody never heard of as far as the internet. He might be a reputable G nigga on the streets, but that means he a nigga that if he ain't introduced himself, he ain't no nigga running around on camera on I'm Mooty Woo from Mooty Woo. But Ho No Honey wanted to say this nigga name 9 times and say this the only reason he falling back. And man, why you had to put this nigga name all on the hot spot? This ain't no nigga running around chasing no clout like you. But guess what? All we know about Ho No Honey is the niggas he know. He has never been able to establish himself as anybody relevant outside of saying who he connected with. So he looked at it as another opportunity to tell everybody he know a reputable. I think the nigga name was M Rock from Bram. He like, yeah, my nigga M Rock, whoop, 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 whoop. So I'm telling you, the only thing that you know about Wack that he's proud of is the other niggas he know. That's all he talks about.
I think his main artist rap career has went the same way.
They have. Doja is the official name dropper.
Birds of a feather.
If you was asking any hip hop historian a trivia question and you said if I say a word, you say the first name come to your mind. When you say name drop, everybody gonna say Doja. Everybody. Zico say when's the China Mac interview? I already interviewed China Mac on my Facts Over Feelings podcast. Shout out to China Mac. We had a great conversation. It's going to be uploaded soon on all your podcast streaming sites. Facts Over Feelings is spelled FACTZOVAFEELINZ. Anywhere you get your podcast, you can go tap into. We got about 20-something episodes. We still building. China Mac was one of our most recent interviews. We may have the visuals uploaded to YouTube soon. I think I'm going to get more involved in uploading the visual renderings of our podcast than I have been. But yeah, that's what's happening with China Mac. Shout out to China Mac. On God, on my mama. I became aware of China Mac with all the recent controversy. We covered it as far as how it related to the homie. Ended up networking with him, interviewing him, and not realizing until after I interviewed him his relation to Jen and all that, bro. I had no idea the caliber of his experience throughout history of hip-hop and street and gangsterism. So I can report, though, China Mac is a solid individual. He a man. He stand on his square, and I appreciated linking with him. And I do think that when it comes to boxing, and you know how you do classes, weight classes by size and all that, it ain't no, him and Nina Boy ain't even in the same class, cuz. So when I talk to the homie, and I don't even think that shit gonna happen anyway, I would advise the homie to leave that shit alone. And China Mac is not interested in pursuing that event beyond the fact that he already committed to it, because there was a lot of other innuendos and ambiances kind of related to the call out. He happened to be sitting next to somebody in particular to where it made it seem a certain way. And because of all that, cuz no, he don't want to pursue no negative energy. So if they did engage in the event, it would be strictly for sport and business. But I don't even think it's going to happen on my mama. But yeah, that's UC2. Go ahead. Get your last word, and I'm gonna let Herb get his, and I'm gonna get mine.
For sure, my nigga. Just wanted to say, you feel me? You keep keeping that shit 9700, my nigga. Keep speaking the truth on this motherfucker because we live in that world where it's not designed for real niggas no more. The world getting faker and faker from the food they feed us to the shit that we drinking to the shit they putting online and putting in our faces. So, you know, niggas like us got to keep a real stick to the cloth, and we need niggas like you with platforms that speak out for real niggas perspectives because ain't nobody else gonna do it if we don't do it. So, you feel me? Niggas want to tell you keep doing your thing. Tell my nigga Herb keep doing this thing with the trucking, you feel me? If you need some loads moved out here in California, tap in with my nigga Herb. He'll get your cargo to the place on time and intact.
Mama.
But that's all the nigga had to say, man. 9-7 love to my niggas.
For that though, cuz.
Much love,
Much
man.
love, cuz. By the way, though, like.
By the way.
Eastside Herbie, last wordies.
You know what it is, Chili. Just the same thing, same old thing, man. Yeah, he said it. The homie was saying what should be said, man. Just keep doing what you doing, you know, and your real ones around you go keep doing what they doing, and we just go keep building from there, you know. And I know I wanted to hear from Lil Alyiah Kelly. You know, I wanted to hear from her.
No, we gon'
but
I'll
wait for the wait to get down.
Either I'm gonna run it right back, or later on. We got her online though. We're gonna tap in. You know, I like to go from this platform using the OBS, and in order to get her, I'm just gonna do a StreamYard. That way, but you know when I do the StreamYard, I can't play the videos and do all that. So I chose to do a regular wake and bake and call with her over the phone. But I think it'd be better if I do the StreamYard shit where you can see her anyway. So we might just run one right back.
All good, my nigga. Siete, 9700.
For Def Doe. Hey,
By the way, though,
like. Much love. You already know that's my day, Uno. Oh, look, we do got one more call. This nigga, Blue Jay, still hanging on. Blue Jay, what's happening, bro? Last words, my love.
I just wanted everybody to listen to my voice. All my real niggas, we running a campaign, Caleb Walks Again, so I can get this procedure done in June. So y'all be looking out for that. It's Caleb Walks Again, walks with a Z. You know, we push that line heavy. You know, and shout out to Spotted Lope for jumping in that campaign with me. You know, do solid as a motherfucker, pure heart. You know what I mean?
You already know.
It's time to get them start walking.
You already know,
bro.
And I know you.
Yeah.
I know you shared it. You shared it in confidence, so I won't describe it or share it. But I was really inspired by that. What you sent me, man. I'm with you. I'm pushing with you.
Okay, big brother. I just wanted everybody in the chat. When y'all see that, Caleb Walks Again, don't overlook that. You know what I mean? Take a second look at that, and then and press that and see what's going on with it, so we can get that done and get that over with, so I can show up in the black box with my homie.
The bro that showed me some a part of his process of therapy to get to that journey, and believe me, he not playing with it. He is not playing with it. It's serious. And I feel honored that he shared it with me, but it's so personal that he chooses not to share it with the public. So what I want you to know is he sent me something to let me know he ain't just talking, y'all. He own it, and it's not an easy process he going through. It appears to be extremely difficult, almost impossible. So he is really working at beating the odds, and he's defying them, man. I'm proud of you. I'm with you. Much love, Blue Jay.
Thank you. Much love to you, Spotted Low. Proud of you too, homeboy. Keep pushing that line, homie.
Yes, sir. For Def Doe.
For Def Doe.
That's my boy Blue Jay. He a day uno around here. And pretty much, y'all know what it is. This is what I'm going to do, y'all. Y'all see the title. I was really wanting to get Legina on here and chop it up with her. Matter of fact, this is what I'm going to do. We going to run it back. And y'all know I ain't no fool. I ain't no dummy, right? So I've seen a lot of what has been presented on her. In general, I seen she connected with Jag and all the whatever, right? I be talking to Goomba, I talk to Jag, I've spoken with Legina off the scene. I see all the bloggers, the coverage, the whatever. I'm no dummy. And because I spoke to her in confidence, and when I speak to her, and I'm no animal, everyone is allowed to do and be who they would like to do or be, or what they would like to do or who they would like to be. And even if whatever she was doing was a whole stitch or whatever, she can do that. If that may be her way to present herself to a bag or whatever, that was really none of my business. However, she was presenting herself as someone that was totally convinced of what she was saying, and she was saying she was going to go and test and do all that, and I allow, the benefit of the doubt is for everyone, because I do know one thing: a lot of times reality is far more shocking, entertaining, and amazing than script. And I'm not beyond understanding that things can happen that no one expected. So benefit of the doubt was in place. However, I came across something. So after speaking to her, I had invited her to appear on the platform, right? So bam, and that was a plan. She been kind of tapping in, trying to figure out when we was gonna do it. And I just told her, like, the next time I go live, I'm gonna do it. I just hadn't gone live. And before I actually got the opportunity to go live, I came across a certain piece of content. So I was kind of perplexed and conflicted as if I wanted to proceed with just allowing her to come on here and tell the original story, just based on, my intelligence and things that other bloggers have already brought out. She's been kind of connected with a lot of controversy because of Sister Jag, all that. And I'm like, man, do we really want to be associated with this in general on the black box? So I came across this, and then I really was considering it even deeper. But to her credit, I would like to say, I sent it to her and said, if I bring you on, would you mind discussing this? She didn't know. Her answer really determined whether or not I was going to go forward with it. And she said that she didn't mind discussing it. So before I do the last word, well, this is my last words, but as I do last words, I'm going to play this first, and this will give you some context as to what, this is the only thing I would be presenting to her as far as what we would consider a hardball question or just keeping it a Google. You know what I'm saying? She has a very amazing, hard to believe story. And I'm not beyond believing things that are hard to believe, but I am also very sound mind, and I have common sense, and I am intelligent. And when I sent her this, I assumed she was either going to say she didn't want to discuss it. And if she'd have said that, I would have said, well, I really don't want you to come on. But when I sent it to her, she said she has no problem discussing it. So I'm going to play this, and then I'm going to play last words. And then if you see me back live, it'll be on StreamYard live with none other than Miss Legina, the alleged love child of Alyiah, the princess, rest in peace, and R. Kelly, the king of R&B. Oh, my mama.
I don't think Legina is as crazy as everybody thinks. So I want y'all to check this out.
Oh, I want to see everybody put a hashtag of African Union's Day and we all black. We all bleed the same and celebrate. For our motherfucking brothers and sisters. Why are we acting like we too good for them, or are they acting like they too good for us? Cause cause I'm in the middle of having my dad is Ghanaian and my mom, she's from Detroit, Michigan. So she grew up in the hood. Most of my ancestors is in Detroit. Well, from my mom's side. So I come in the middle, so I get the bullshit. I get from black kids, African booty scratcher type of shit. Or some little, I do have a little bit of cultural difference than other people in the black community. That is intriguing. A lot of people nice, but a lot of people is mean. This grown ass nigga, he's talking about, you're not from Detroit, you're African. You not black, you're African. I'm like, bitch, I was born here. And bitch, we got the same DNA. It don't matter if I call myself black or African, bitch. I know a lot of Gemini people. My mother is a Gemini, my sister, my brother. And when I used to tell people I was a Gemini, they used to say, oh, you're a Gemini? Do you have a twin? And I'm like, yeah, how do you know I have a twin? Because I have a twin brother. Like, and they were like, you do? I'm like, I thought you knew because you asked, did I have a twin? Like, you knew I had a twin. But I didn't know that at the time that Gemini was the symbol for twins. So I am a twin Gemini. A birth by Gemini. So I get the shift. I feel like I don't have what's the personality, like the two-faced one, because I feel like my twin took it out. So, but then again, he was snapping too, so I don't know. I did too. Let me stop. It just, I think everybody have a dual personality. We all have somebody a dark.
This is my dawn declaration, define expectations, inspired to aspire to higher elevation. Started at Genesis, read the entire revelation, dedication, meditation, and some fire medication. Judge a prophet and a poet, both body reputation, fanatically practice. Perfection requires preparation. I go hard, like this could be the last chance. Romance the spotlight, treat it like the last dance. May I remind inclined to go overboard over mine. But tonight I'm on this open mic with an open mind. Always try, let it fly, ain't care where it fell. Never say goodbye, but we'll tell her farewell. You ain't heard, I ain't word, I ain't scared. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. I ain't word, I ain't scared, you ain't heard. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. And just so y'all know for sure that I'm serious, y'all can put this right before the period. She slipped the digits, I hit her with a digi-card. She came to visit, hit it hard by the mini bar. I made her roar like the engine in my Hemi car. Way before she came to listen to my seminar. Every time I'm done, she always want more. Keep a contour in her back for the encore. I paint a picture like we was playing Pictionary with perfect diction. I take you through the dictionary, y'all can have an introduction and an intermission. They finna listen for it's finished, just a benediction. You ain't heard, I ain't word, I ain't scared. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. I ain't word, I ain't scared, you ain't heard. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. I used to tell my testimony to the whole church. Now I stepped into the cipher once I soul search. Visualize the pain I'm bearing when it's verbalized. No more rehearsal, now you're staring in my herbal eyes. Turned them on, they all turned around, returned to lies. Despise this truth that I eternally internalize. I hate her, laugh now, cry later. Why hate a player when I'm just getting my paper? Your dialogue, that's a lot of lies to digest. Until I die, I guess I'ma have to digress. Chase the pay like she the one that got away. Remy shot a day, that's all I really gotta say. You ain't heard, I ain't word, I ain't scared. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. I ain't word, I ain't scared, you ain't heard. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word.
Russian cream. Whole team counting thousands, it was just a dream. Big blunts to the neck, get me high quick. In the trap, watching shotters on the 5-stick. 4K, 60-something on the inside. Pastrami and chili on the French fries. Piecing up for the homies on the inside. Evil East side, in hood, could've been died. Liberated, cause the paid lawyer litigated. Mitigated, keep the cognac refrigerated. Getting faded in a 5-star, niggas hate it. Last time I demonstrated it was nickel plated. He ain't had no win against the 4 fin. Just went on one, and I'm down to go again. But then, rather sip tequila. Kick my feet up, turn the beat up, never put my heat up on E.
I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah, I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah, banging me some OJs, thinking about the old days. Kicking my feet up just like a boss do. Yeah, I'm thinking it's Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up. Oh
Big
yeah.
hands on a baseball cap, I'm from the Smac. Styrofoam cup full of Remy Martin, all cognac, no chase. I used to duct tape the 38. Brothers hanging out where it ain't safe on a Tuesday. Patron bottles, Magnum hollers, we get it in. Active like every day, not only on the weekend. Baby say she can't swim, just put your feet in. Take a shot of this tequila and stay away from the deep end. For death though, I'm too deep in. Mafia, on that BS, blue Smurf and baby spotter. Gold rag around my neck or in my pocket, can't give it up. Blam on me in the function, wish I would put it up. Got me turned up, thinking about the old days. Homie and op, remember all my head up fast. But then, I'd rather chill and kick my feet up. Mafias and ECs, the real riders link up.
I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah, I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah, banging me some OJs, thinking about the old days. Kicking my feet up just like a boss do. Yeah, I'm thinking it's Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up.
Nah, they ain't got no nut with no whack ass in it. Don't get crunk with your drawers down. When I'm naked, I lay on my side, I lay on my stomach, I lay on my back. No Hanes, Calvin Klein, Fruit of the Looms, mushroom moon, suited up in the room, waiting to be manipulated, mounted and mauled. Madam Mika said, nigga, strip down to your drawers on the set. Must not have heard her correctly, cause cuz bit the pillow laying literally naked. Biggest mouth, bad girls clubhouse, pyro, belly down, booty up, buns out, lucky. She work with the creep and the duct tape. Freaky ass fetish film, one man fuck tape. Wiretap nigga, known to tip the laws off. Nasty on the camera with your motherfucking drawers off.
You be screaming till you pass out. Who knew you did it with your ass out? Talking till you blue in the face. I'm just trying to take Duke to the bank, 2 to the face, 2, 2, 3 is a K, and K can't make you a real nigga. I pray for any nigga that deal with you. I shoot the Tommy off the hill, figure wow. It's try to put you on the menu. I got a pack of draws I can lend you. Big business, what I'm into. I got a pack of draws I can lend you.
Don't get caught with the draws down. Don't get caught with the draws down. Don't get caught with the draws down. Don't get caught with the draws down.
When you get caught up, I hope them statements don't get bored up. We them niggas that's wicked, no need to warn us on one. Out lurking, looking for a Vic. Nigga thinking with his dick, that's an easy lick. Kicking the doors, notorious is well known. Talk tough, but only gangsta on a cell phone. Just know the G's gon' get it in on the mission. Before it's done, they ain't leaving a witness. Back out, running the crib like a trap house. Straps out, can't do shit cause you assed out. Could get you lined by an internet diva. Ain't it ironic how my sister named Mika?
Have your own camera, hands up, looking back. Somebody please tell me what kind of gangster is that? Thought you was a real one, but I take that back. You a sus nigga with a team full of rats. Keep losing respect, can't get back. I know you know some real niggas, but you ain't that. You a certified weirdo, I'm talking this and that. How you calling niggas out when you the same type of cat? Type of work popped up, and where the fuck you at? No smut on your name, nigga, what the fuck is that? Rock be calling hoes like, don't forget the strap. Waiting until he get his ass cheeks clapped.
Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down.
Whole new meaning when we say you niggas whack now. Weird niggas better check these whole bitches back. How you represent your hood, getting caught with your ass out. You with the industry, I think that nigga really trapped now. And I'ma take the side that I'm supposed to. You on Clubhouse, you should be on Pro Tools. I wouldn't sign to you, all your artists old news. Nigga think you should night, this ain't the old school. From North Cali to the South, nigga. We hate watching niggas crash out, nigga. You too old to be doing shit for clout, nigga. We ain't with the going out like a clown, nigga. You know you wrong, nigga. How the fuck you get caught without them draws, nigga? Hella old and exposed like, come on, nigga. Now that big U cosign is gone, nigga.
Whack 100, face all bumpy. Egghead nigga, mama shoulda named you Humpty. I dump thee, nigga, you are nothing. We all know the story, you the draws down, homie. DOE, I do my dirt by my loan. And don't let me catch you in Kentucky. KY Jelly probably all that you want. And I bet you the booty goon that Ray J was flaunting. I heard you a rat, that's why you like to fuck with him. Fruit booty nigga on Clubhouse, ass up with him. All that pot shit, and that nip shit. It makes sense why you and Cali watching Nip Dick. On Netflix, wanna be tycoon. Heard about that Whack 100, Jeffrey Dahmer Part 2. Draws down your new name, and nigga, oh the irony. Your face look like Warren Fishburne or the butt cheek. It's real rap, all facts over feelings. It's a hit on your name, and you know I'ma kill it. SBI say to get him. You know a nigga whack, it took 15 minutes just to hop on the track. Boy,
don't get caught with your drawers down.
They telling me it's a nigga laying on the bed.
I was on a jail call, but they gon' have to call back. I would holler free cuz, but they ain't gon' do that. Last nigga tried me, got his shit blew back. Shit crazy in the hood, you gotta keep your two straps. It get crazy in the hood, but we controlling all that. You know the hoes gon' be hoes and hood rats is hood rats. Me, gun smoking, Two-Face, spent the lap a couple times on the yard, but I got tired of doing that. Nephew will tell you when I ran out my sack, I was cutting down pills, but they could tell it wasn't crack. Not too many niggas get down like way back. I would holler free ghosts, but they don't want the loc back. I was on the lane, sipping on the block with no strap. I ain't never did that since last time I did that. Would be telling if I said that when they got some get back. Drugs in my body, I'm just trying to get back. Packing the mail, wrapped in a gift wrap. When your name ringing bells, ain't no time to fix that. 4800 when my bed rolled back. Yard on the roof, mandatory for the blacks. 6-man sale, got my store on my rack. Selling on the payphone, trying to get his bitch back. Not too many niggas get down like way back. I would holler free blue, but here S&Y rat. Trying to be true, but you can't define that. Go against the line, gotta push the line back. Go against mine, we got 99 straps. Guns in my hood, same kind as Iraq. Blending in the wood, I forgot to pass back. Strings on the hoodie, tied like a wave cap. Bullet from a left and in, push you way back. Time in the pen, never get my days back. Each perk 10 cost $20 flat. If you want it fronted, I need 25 back. Last nigga tried me, got his shit blew back. Shit crazy in the hood, you gotta keep your two straps. It get crazy in the hood, but we controlling all that. You know the hoes gon' be hoes and hood rats is hood rats. Me gun smoking, Two-Face, spent the lap a couple times on the yard, but I got tired of doing that. Nephew will tell you when I ran out my sack, I was cutting down pills, but they could tell it wasn't crack. Not too many niggas get down like way back. I would holler free ghosts, but they don't want the loc back. I was on the lane, sipping on the block with no strap. I ain't never did that since last time I did that. Would be telling if I said that when they got some get back. Drugs in my body, I'm just trying to get back. Packing the mail, wrapped in a gift wrap. When your name ringing bells, ain't no time to fix that.
Tupac of my generation, Pac was highly intelligent, but in our culture, street culture, especially in his generation, intelligence was viewed as a form of weakness. How do you get the people that's really affected by, you know, what we're trying to solve involved?
Mathematical mode, marathoning, making moves, taking the heartbreaking news, made major breaking news. Nephews, nieces, siblings, seeds, stay confused. Waking up, shaking, aching, praying that it's April Fools. Chosen child from the now, down, stakes is huge. Snakes and fakes straddling the gates, too late to choose. Through violent visions gave victory, paid your dues. Motivated, demonstrated, elevated views. Truths don't die, we multiply. I ain't make the rules. Self-medicate, meditate, and celebrate the blues. Neighborhood, roller coaster, you can take the cruise, I'm good. Blue laces, suede Puma's favorite shoes. Jesus to the generations, you never say me on my babies. Most beautiful gift Puto ever gave me. For such a precious life, who decides Christ? I couldn't view the slides twice, cause they crucified Christ.
Sniper in that hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
It was point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I could tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done train my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.